Let's take a look at how to build a dual battery system. There we've got our first battery and our second battery. The ground are connected to each other, so these two grounds are connected to each other. The idea is to charge the first battery first up to a certain point, and then to connect the first battery, the positive, to the positive of the second battery, so the second battery can charge. What we're going to do is we're going to use a high current solenoid that we're going to connect. This thing, you usually use very thick cables. The one side you take and you connect to your first battery. The second side you connect to your second battery. And once the solenoid is switched, it will charge the second battery. We're going to connect it to the terminal. We're going to use this relay number 1 to switch it, and that's connected to ground, the first terminal. When we give power to relay 1, it should switch on. So let's switch on the unit. The unit is switched on. The batteries are not monitored, so let's put on the battery monitors. These two little squares represents the relays on the unit. If we go to at this stage, when they're green, they switch on. We load the 4x4 Mon application, and there's our custom settings. Okay, there it loads, and you can see the voltages and the batteries that it's connected to. Now if we go to the relay screen, there we've got two relays, number one at the top and number 2 at the bottom. Each relay can switch on any of the sensors. Okay, the first one, that ignition one, tells us what the status of the ignition should be for it to switch on. So this stays green means the engine should be running. The ignition should be switched on. The sensor that we're going to select, if we click on the sensor, we're going to say battery 1. We want to use battery 1 as our trigger. And we say we want, if it's above 14 volt, when it reaches 14 volt, it should switch on the relay. The second line is for off. There you can see what the ignition status should be. We're going to put it off, and we say follow whatever the key does. So when the key switches off, we're going to switch off the relay. Let's activate that settings. It's activated. Now let's go and have a look on the screen. In the screen you can see the two batteries, and the relays are not switched on. Now what if I connect a charger to the battery? It's connected to the battery. Now the battery should start charging. Let's switch on, and the relay switched on, and it gave an error because that battery was too high, the voltage. So let's go and set the battery voltage custom, because this charger uses more than 15 volts to charge. Let's set it to 17 volts. Disconnect it again. Let's go to the screen again. You can see the two batteries are not connected. Now once it starts charging, So we're going to connect it to our charger, and let's switch on the charger. It's for the car. You can see there the voltage has jumped up, and it switched on the solenoid. You can see there the relay is switched on, and both batteries are now connected to the charger, and it will start charging the second battery. So that's more or less what you do to build a dual battery system, and you can select the voltage at what stage you want to switch on the second battery yourself. If you want the two batteries to assist you to start the vehicle, you can always go to the settings. Let's go to relays, and we say follow the ignition to switch it on. So whenever the car is switched on, the two batteries will be connected to each other, and it will help you to assist if the first battery is a bit low and you want to use the second battery to assist you to start the vehicle. Then you just connect the two to each other, and then afterwards you take battery 1 again as your trigger, and you can set the value and you activate it. And that's it. That's how you build a dual battery system. Let's switch off the vehicle again. If we go to the screen and we switch off the vehicle, there you can see it will disconnect the batteries. It leaves the solenoid, disconnects the two, and you can see the voltages are different because the charger is still on the first one. And then when screen will time out now, there it goes.